Director of Athletics, Kelly Parker, we would like to welcome you to the NEISD softball fields for this afternoon's game. Allow me to direct your attention to the following important announcements. NEISD softball fields are a designated drug, alcohol, weapons, and tobacco-free facility. Their use in the stadium area is strictly prohibited. A reminder that this game is played under the rules and regulations of the Texas University Interscholastic League. Sportsmanship by fans and players is strongly encouraged. Fans are reminded to conduct themselves in a manner as not to interfere with the play of the game. This includes verbal or physical harassment of players, coaches, and umpires. Failure to observe this reminder could result in a fan or fans being asked to vacate the premises. We ask for the safety of our players that you limit your flash photography to in between innings only and on while the ball is in play. We do have COVID guidelines in effect here at the ballpark. We ask that masks or face coverings be worn at all times unless you are consuming food or drink. We also ask for you to leave the bleachers that are marked with the X's. Please leave those open and social distance as best that you can. The umpires will meet at home plate with the coaches. Shortly afterwards, we will do the starting lineups, introductions, and we will observe our national anthem. NEISD officials appreciate your cooperation in observing these important announcements.
Clemens Buffaloes have their first goal on the regular season. Slam it down once you mark these gates. And there comes a powerful shot there from Canada Buchanan. Your Buffaloes are playoff bound. Clemens Broadcasting Network. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. One of the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Welcome to Game 2 of the Bi-District Championship between the Clemens Buffaloes and the Madison Mavericks. Last night, these two teams met, and the Lady Buffs took care of business in a 7-3 victory over at Clemens High School last night. And with a win in this afternoon's game, the Lady Buffs will clinch their second spot to the area championship for the second time in 5 years, as we have a chance to look at their playoff success through the past 10 seasons. They had 4 playoff berths in the 2010s decade, including that one with 2013 with Leander, 2015 Bi-District playoff berth against the Johnson Jaguars, and then that 2016 Corpus appearance when they got swept in the second round. Last playoff appearance was in 2017 when they lost to the Holmes Huskies. They were swept, but last night with the win, they made history for their first win since 2016, as we now have a chance to look at the regional playoff bracket, as this is the Clemens section here at the moment. Clemens comes into tonight's game with a 13-9 record on the season. Meanwhile, Madison is 16-3. The Lady Buffs won last night's game of a final score of 7-3. Meanwhile, Lake Travis on that other end of the bracket, they won their game of final score of 4-1 against Cedar Ridge. So a lot to look forward to in this afternoon's game. The Lady Buffs looking to take care of business against the Mavericks and get a 2-0 series win. As if weather comes into play and they can't finish tonight or tomorrow's game, if Game 3 is necessary, then Clemens will advance to the next round. If it comes down to today's game can be played, but tomorrow's game is unable to be played, then it comes down to a coin flip, and one of those teams will advance to round 2 of the UIL playoffs. So a lot riding on the line today. If Clemens can just find a way to take care of business like they did last night, they won't have any worries going into Saturday afternoon at 12 o'clock. As we actually will give you a chance to look at that schedule right now. As last night was that Thursday, April 29th game where the Buffs won 7-3, and then today's that Friday, April 30th game. They got moved from 7-2 in order to make up for the weather that's coming up tonight. And then Game 3 will be played 12 p.m. Northside. All that is subject to change. if that occurs. So we'll be back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network in about 5 minutes. We'll have national anthem player introductions right here from NEISD Sports Complex. We'll be right back. You're listening to round one of the UIL playoffs right here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Clemens Buffaloes against the before Kara Penaloza. Batting in the third spot, playing second base, number 17, Sydney Norton. Batting in the fourth spot and playing third base, number 25, Jillian Jones. Batting number 5 and pitching, number 24, Lisa Solis. Batting in the sixth spot and catching, number 1, Jalen Trejo. Batting in the seventh spot and playing first base, number 22, Kelsey Sample. Batting in the eighth spot, designated player number 7, Sierra Grant. And batting number 9 and playing left field, number 11, Cameron Dunkley. Flex player for the Buffaloes today will be right fielder, number 5, Samantha Fuentes. And out of the dugout, number 10, Taryn Aiken. Number 3, Olivia Ontiveros. Number 18, Megan Schneider. Number 20, Maya Olak. Number 21, Lauren Justice. And number 12, Kara Dillahay. Clemens is coached by Coach Baltoon, Coach Wolf, and Coach House. And now for our home team, the Madison Mavericks. Mavs are led off by second baseman number 12, Danielle Escobar. Batting number 2 and playing center field, number 8, Samantha Ituarte. Batting in the third spot and pitching, number 14, Sophia Ituarte. Batting in the fourth spot and playing shortstop, number 3, Julia Pinto. Batting number 5 and catching, number 9, Juliana Cartagena. Batting in the sixth spot and playing first base, number 17, Brooklyn Gonzalez. Batting in the seventh spot and playing third base, number 7, Alana Wimberly. Batting number 8, designated player number 16, Itza Gonzalez. And batting number 9 and playing right field, number 2, Alyssa Serrato. Flex player for the Mavs will be left fielder, number 6, Crystal Ledesma. And out of the dugout today, number 1, Ariana Provencio. Number 4, Sarah Zamora. Number 5, Avril De Leon. Number 10, Leah Smith. And number 13, DJ Zamora. The Mavericks are coached by Coach Friesenhahn, Coach Armendariz, and Coach Klein. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you to please stand if you are able and direct your attention to our national colors in center field. Please remove your hats or your caps as we honor America and our men and women in uniform throughout the world, as well as our veterans and first responders with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball.
Clemens Buffaloes have their first goal of the regular season. Leave it down once you mark these gates. Swings away on that one. Going back to the wall. That one is gone. See you later. Clemens Broadcasting Network. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 of the UIL playoffs between the Madison Mavericks and the Clemens Buffaloes. First pitch is coming up, and it's on the way. We are underway for game number 2 as the first pitch goes outside for ball number 1. As Christine Moreno, the one at the plate, Joey Gonzalez play-by-play. As we are here at NEISD West for this afternoon's game. As a 2-0 count here for Christine Moreno. Oh, shit. As Moreno at the play here, 2-0 count here, puts it on the ground to third. Throw down at first is in time, one away.
Nice play by the third baseman to knock that ball down, that ground ball down. Make it number 1. Round number 1. Now stepping into the batter's box for Kara Penalosa. Number 17, Sydney Norton on deck. Clemens. like the umpires are calling the players into the dugout. We will have a brief rain delay. We will let you know when we will resume play.
Poncho, $20. Thank you.
looks like we are going to resume play. Here's where we're at. We are on for Carapanos.
Hello, hello.
3-0 count. One out. No runners on. And we have number 17, Cindy Moore, on deck for commencement.
We got one down, kid. Let's go. And we ain't swinging. We ain't swinging. Now let's go, kid.
Oh, fuck.
Let's go. Make it tough. There you go, kid.
Nice on ball split, Spinoza on at first.
Welcome back here to the Clemens Broadcasting Network. We are ready to go here at Northeast ISD West softball fields. 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning as Clemens was sat down after 4 as Jillian Jones was the last one to bat, and a pitch there from Lisa Solis goes for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Game 2 of the 3-game series here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network as the Lady Buffs had the victory over the Mavericks last night with a final score of 7-3, and out the 1-1 count with 2 away. Bases are loaded. Pitch on the way from Lisa Solis. Pops that one straight backwards, and it's out going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Sorry about the technical difficulties here. We have the rain delay, but now we are ready to go. As we were put aside for the past 30 minutes, but we're ready to go here. 2:50. Pitch on the way here from Solis. 1-2 count as that one's fouled backwards there. As at the plate right now is number 17, Brooklyn Gonzalez. As Gonzalez behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Lisa Solis looking to strand 3 in the top of the first. That one's fouled straight backwards. As Lady Buffs trying to find a way to get this game played so they can advance to the next round. Madison trying to force a Game 3 tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. 1-2 and 2-way. Pitch from Lisa Solis. Struck her out. What a pitch there from Lisa Solis. And gets out of a jam here in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. One of the Clemens Broadcasting Network, Joey Gonzalez play-by-play, and what a game here so far. We had the rain delay for the past 30 minutes, but we are ready to go again as Lisa Solis will start us off at the number 5 spot as the starting lineup for the Lady Buffs tonight. Christine Moreno batting at 1, Kara Penaloza at 2, Sydney Norton at 3, Jillian Jones at 4, Lisa Solis at 5, Jalen Trejo at 6, Kelsey Sample at 7, Sierra Grant at 8, and then rounding out the starting 9 is Cameron Dunkley batting at the number 9 spot as the starting lineup for the Madison Mavericks. Same tonight as Sofia Ituarte over on the mound. Behind the plate is Juliana Cartagena. Playing over at third, or playing over at first is Brooklyn Gonzalez. Over at shortstop, Danielle Escobar. Over at shortstop, Julia Pinson. And lining out the infield is number 7, Alana Wimberly. As now here we go as Lisa Solis will step up to the plate and look to get some offense going for the Lady Buffs. Couldn't get anything going with that irregular start of the game. Pitch on the way to Lisa Solis. Swings on the first one. Care out there in the center field. That one's going to drop in the gaps. Lisa Solis with a leadoff single. Beautiful shot there by Lisa Solis to get on base. And now Jalen Trejo will step up to the plate. As one of the Clemens Broadcasting Network, one more time, we're ready to go here. So after all that we just had to go through right there, we are ready with Jalen Trejo at the plate. So Lisa Solis with the leadoff single out there into center field. And now Trejo batting at the number 6 spot. We'll have Kara Dillahay over at first for the pinch runner. As we give you the keys to the game here momentarily. As Dillahay's first pitch on the way, all right, Trejo's first pitch on the way. Looked like she tried to put down a bunt, and instead she'll watch that one go high for a 1-0 count. Dillahay over at first. And let's see if they could look to advance her off of the bunt. As Lisa Solis had 2 strikeouts in that bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the way here. Trejo, what a shot there. Carry out there into the gap in left center field. That one's going to drop. Dillahay's going to stretch this one into 3. She's going to stay there. Jalen Trejo's going to stretch that one to 2. And a double on the second at-bat of the inning. And now Kelsey Sample coming to the plate looking to score in a run. That is a huge at-bat here in the game as Trejo steps up and shoots that one into left center. And now a sub will be made here as number 10, Taryn Ahin, will make her first base running appearance of the game, as Sierra Grant is the one on deck playing as the designated player for the Lady Buffs tonight. As she subbed in for Lauren Justice, who was the DH or the DP last game. As here's your players of the game, or keys to the game. Nerve shakedown once again. Have to eliminate the nervousness if they want to get away with a win here tonight, and then get the bats going early. As now with runners on second and third, we'll see what Kelsey Sample will look to do with it here. As first pitch goes outside for ball number 1 for the 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch on the way here to Kelsey Sample. Goes on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1.
Mix it up, let's go.
As that one's fouled out of play for a foul ball on that one. It's trying to get the video going once again for a lot of technical difficulties here due to this rainstorm that we just finished, that we just faced. And there it is. So Kelsey Sample with 1 ball, 2 strikes at the plate. And watches that one go into the dirt for ball number 2. So 2-2 count here for Kelsey Sample here in the top of the second. A big pitch here to Sample, fouls that one back, so it's going to be full count, the first one of the game for Clemens. As both teams have been able to get to 1 full count here on the game. As we get a ball change here. As a winner of this game will have a chance to play Lake Travis or Cedar Ridge in round 2 of the area championship. As pitch to Sample, takes that one inside for ball number 3, and now it's going to be a full count. Full count on the way. The delivery here to Sample, swings on that one, carry out there to left field, and that one is gone! See you later! And Kelsey Sample with a 3-run blast, and the Clemens Buffaloes have taken the lead over the Madison Mavericks in Game 2 of the UIL playoffs. What a shot there by Kelsey Sample. Beautiful shot there, full count, and Sample takes that one over the wall in left field. And now Sierra Grant will step up to the plate. So Sierra Grant now will step up to the plate here, and they'll have a quick word at home plate regarding the dugout coming out here. So it looks like they won't allow that if another home run is hit on the game. So the first home run that's been hit on in the first couple of games, the last time we saw a home run was against New Braunfels, and that was Chrisline Moreno. And now Kelsey Sample steps up here and hits a bomb out there to left field. As on the season, Kelsey Sample on 52 plate appearances. She had a .340 batting average with just one home run on the season. Now the pitch to Sierra Grant. Swings on that one, puts that one on the ground as the wet mud there will slow down the ball there, and it's going to be one away. So now Cameron Dunkley will step up to the plate, batting left-handed as first pitch there goes outside for ball number 1. Second pitch of the at-bat here. That one's going to fall in the gap once again. Cameron Dunkley's going to stretch that one into 2. A beautiful piece of hitting there, and Cameron Dunkley's on second. And now Chrisline Moreno will step up to the plate. Beautiful piece of hitting there by Cameron Dunkley will put Chrisline Moreno at the plate. And if anybody needs to step up to the plate for the Lady Buffs, it's Moreno. One away here in the top of the second inning. Clemens leads this one by 3 runs, already 4 hits through 2 innings of work. As a pitch in the dirt there to Juliana Cartagena. She's able to get the block on that one, keep it out in front of her. Sofia Ituarte need to find a way to strand a runner there on first. Pitch on the way, goes in the dirt. Cameron Dunkley thinks about going on that one. And now it's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 count here for Moreno. Ituarte with the delivery as that one just misses outside, and now it's going to be 3 balls. Wonder if they're going to try to pitch around Moreno, who was 2 for 4 last night in our broadcast. As Moreno started the game off with 2 straight hits, and then she had a ground out and a pop out in her plate appearance. And now the 3-0 count here from Sofia Ituarte. Will slow down the velocity on that one in order to put the ball in there, and that will be strike number 1 of the at-bat for Moreno. 3-1, 1 away, runner on second. Cameron Dunkley reached off of the double that just fell inside the left field line as that one goes low for Moreno, and now there's going to be runners on first and second. So now Chrisline Moreno with a ground out and a walk on the game. And now Cara Penaloza will step up to the plate. Now she's 0 for 1 tonight. As she was the first batter to resume play in the top of the first. As that one, a nice block there by Cartagena. As she's able to keep that one in front of her and prevent Cameron Dunkley from advancing over to third. A 1-0 count here, so Sofia Ituarte struggling to get the strikes going here early in the game. She had a 4-batter face, top of the first. Swinging on that one, could be 2. Turns it over to second, to first, not able to be turned in time as Cara Penaloza will reach off of the fielder's choice. And now Sydney Norton will step up to the plate with runners on the corners. With 2 away. Penaloza on first. With Dunkley over on third. Jillian Jones the one on deck for the Lady Buffs. Sydney Norton will take her time to step in. 3 for 4 in our broadcast last night. First pitch there will go outside for Sydney Norton. As on the season, Sydney Norton with batting with a .345 batting average with 13 RBIs on the regular season. As now Itorte will step back onto the mound. The delivery to Norton inside. Puts it right back at the mound. Great reaction there by Sofia Itorte. And strands 2 for the Lady Buffs. 3 on the game. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network for the bottom of the second. Clemens 3, Madison nothing. You're watching Game 2 of the UIL playoffs. We'll be right back.
Clemens after their half inning of
Well, back here on the Clemens Broadcast Network, bottom of the second. As wearing the number 7, Alana Wimberly will step up to the plate as the 7th batter on the game. The starting offense for the Madison Mavericks tonight is Daniela Esquivel batting at first, Samantha Itorte at 2, Sofia Itorte at 3, Julia Pinson batting at cleanup, Juliana Cartagena batting at 5, Brooklyn Gonzalez at 6, Alana Wimberly at 7, and Itza Gonzalez at 8, and then batting at 9 is Alyssa Serrato. So Alana Wimberly will call time here. She'll step up to the plate here in the bottom of the second, puts that one on the ground. Diving is Christine Moreno from her knees down to first, and that one not in time there. Nice play there by Moreno, just couldn't get up in time as that mud really slowing the ball down on the infield, and Wimberly will reach on a single. First hit of the game. A difficult ball to get to on that left side of the infield. And now Itza Gonzalez will step up to the plate. So a leadoff runner at first for Madison. Itza Gonzalez last night was 2 for 3 with 2 singles on a line out to Sydney Norton, as that will be fouled backwards for strike number 1. So Itza Gonzalez will be followed by Serrato, who was 0 for 3 last night, as pitch goes high there for ball number 1. One ball, one strike here for Itza Gonzalez. Lisa Solis will stare her down. Pitch on the way there, goes inside, as Jalen Trejo is able to retrieve that one. This is Solis will stare down Itza Gonzalez. Pitch on the way. Goes high and outside. A wild pitch there. You got to wonder if that was from the ball. And now with a runner on second, it'll be 3 balls and 1 strike for Lisa Gonzalez, who struggling to get a complete rhythm here in the beginning of this game. As pitch there goes outside for ball number 4. Now runners will be on first and second with the count empty. And now stepping up to the plate is Alyssa Serrato. So Alyssa Serrato at the plate, corners playing in as Jillian Jones and Kelsey Sample coming in at the edge of that newly placed dirt. Lisa Solis will take a quick glance over at Kelsey Sample And now the pitch on the way for Solis. Bunt sign shown, puts it down. Kelsey Sample will call it off, throw down at first, in time, one away. So sacrifice bunt there by Serrato will advance the runners into scoring position. And now stepping up to the plate is Daniela Escobar, who was 1 for 4 last night with a triple in her last at-bat. Pitch on the way for Escobar. Swings on the first one she sees, fouls that one off to the left side. Called for strike number 1.
Hey, you know what you want. Let's go, kid. Hey, base hit scores. Base hit scores. Let's go. Let's chip away. Got to chip away here. Let's go, kid.
0-1 count here for Escobar. Takes that one inside. Popped out there. Cara Penaloza trying to run over. That one's going to drop. Throw will be thrown into the cutoff at Lisa Solis on the mound. And the Madison Mavericks have their first run of the game, 3-1. Escobar just takes her time. Hits on that one. As we don't have the stats for the first 5 batters, so we'll give Escobar 1 for 1 on the afternoon. They did strand 3 in the bottom of the first inning. So pitch on the way here for Lisa Solis. His bunt sign shown there. A wild pitch there will get past the glove of Jalen Trejo. And now runners in scoring position once again. Samantha Ituarte at the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way from Lisa Solis. A high pitch there, goes for strike number 1. A nice elevating pitch there from Solis. Fools her on that one. One count here for Lisa Solis. Pitch on the way. Looked like Ituarte wanted to pull the trigger on that one. She'll hold back on it. 2 balls and 1 strike.
We're working down. Let's go.
Let's see if Jones and Sample will come crashing in here as the pitch goes high there. And it looks like Lisa Solis struggling to keep in control right now on the mound. And now the count goes 3 balls and 1 strike. And looking to avoid another bases loaded. That'll be the second time in this game. Tries to put down a bunt as that one's fouled backwards. As another full count here for the Madison Mavericks. As Jones and Sample came charging in on the corners. A full count here for Lisa Solis. Last night she had 2 strikeouts on a full count. Pitch on the way. That one's popped straight up and out of play. So Lisa Solis will have another pitch coming up on the way. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Ituarte. As Lisa Solis will call for a new ball here. Has got to wonder if it's the slick ball or the way that mound is structured right now. Earlier I was talking to Solis during the break, and you could see how much the mud comes down into the ground when you step. As it looked like quicksand, as Sydney Norton described it to me. Whenever you step into that ground in some parts of the field, that's just the way the field is looking. So you got to wonder if that's affecting Lisa Solis on the mound as she prepares for her 8th pitch and a payoff on the way. 3-2. It goes low for Lisa Solis, and now the bases will be empty, or bases will be full with only 1 away. A 3-1 lead for the Clemens Buffaloes. But in trouble at the moment. Lisa Solis will face the other pitcher, Sofia Ituarte. As first pitch will be fouled backwards. As Lisa Solis was in control last night, but Lisa Solis just can't find a way to get control on the mound at the moment, as the conditions were way better last night. Pitch from Lisa Solis goes low for ball number 1. As last night, Lisa Solis failed to walk anyone, and already through the first couple innings of action, we already got 2 walks for Solis's name. 1-1 pitch on the way, right down the middle. That one's a chopper. That one's gonna drop. Samantha Fuentes can't retrieve that one. Throw at home will be cut off by Kelsey Sample, and the Madison Mavericks have their second run of the game, 3-2. An RBI there by Sofia Ituarte. As we'll see if they count that one as an error. As Clemens already has 1 error on the game. Samantha Fuentes unable to retrieve that one, and it will be an error. It's going to be an E9, and Ituarte will reach once again. So E9 for Fuentes out there in right field. Ituarte will reach, and runners will occupy all the bases once again. 1 away here. Clemens needing to find a way to turn to Julia Benzon at the plate. A big part of the game. Lisa Solis delivery. The first pitch there just misses outside for ball number 1. A 1-0 count here for Julia Benzon. Clemens 4 hits, Madison 2. Clemens already with 2 errors in the first 2 innings of action, as that one will be popped straight backwards for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Madison has already stranded 3 runners along with Clemens. These conditions not ideal tonight. Pitch on the way there on the ground. Diving is Christine Moreno. 1 run's going to come home. Cameron Dunkley will throw it in. Cut off by Christine Moreno. And a 2-run RBI there for Julia Pinzon. As she gets her first hit of the game, and the Madison Mavericks have their first lead of the series, 4-3. So 1 runner in scoring position now. As the catcher, Cartagena, will step up to the plate. The pitch on the way from Lisa Solis. On the ground, Christine Moreno to Jillian Jones. Throw is in time, 2 away. Nice awareness there by Moreno, getting the lead runner. As Cartagena will swing on the first pitch that she liked. And related to the GO6 in the glove of Christine Moreno. Now Brooklyn Gonzalez, the first baseman for the Madison Mavericks, will step up to the plate. Deliver here from Solis. That one's going to be a chopper. That one's going to fall out there in left center field. 1 run's going to come home here. Kara Penaloza throws that one in. They're going to stretch him all the way home. Christine Moreno won't even throw in. And a 2-run blast there by Gonzalez will expand the lead to Madison 6, Clemens 3. Gonzalez was struck out in her last appearance. And a 2-run RBI there. So Alana Wimberly once again back at the plate. She's the one who started off this inning. And the pitch from Lisa Solis will go low. Retrieved by Jalen Trejo. Runs have not come at a premium in this series. As Madison now, who only scored 3 runs last night, have scored 6 in the bottom of the second. Pitch on the way for Solis. Goes inside. Another wild pitch here. And the umpire is saying that it did hit Alana Wimberly. As now the umpire is going to have a quick word to see what the discussion is. 3rd of the game against Lisa Solis. As that gives us a chance to look at the schedule here for the bi-district playoffs. Last night's game was victory for Clemens with a final score of 7-3. As we're currently here at game number 2. Game 3, if necessary, will be played tomorrow at 12 p.m. at Northside, pending the weather. It could be a possible coin flip if the weather affects. And if Clemens wins, they will be playing in the area championship against either Cedar Ridge or Lake Travis. So 2-away, 2 balls, no strikes, as the umpires didn't say hit the leg of Alana Wimberly. And now Lisa Solis finds herself behind in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. There's a lot going on here. Wonder if the conditions are difficult for Solis, as she's tired from yesterday. Beautiful pitch there by Lisa Solis, and it's going to be a walk there. And even Alana Wimberly thought that won't be a walk, and she'll be the third base runner to reach off the balls. And now Itza Gonzalez will step up to the plate, who was walked last time. As Itza Gonzalez calling for time. As she's taking time to step into the box here. Lisa Solis needs to find a way to get the defense to get an out right here. Low pitch there, as that was retrieved by Jalen Trejo. As Gonzalez once again will call for time. 1-0 count here for Lisa Solis on the way. Right there up the middle. When it gets past the glove of Jillian Jones, one run's gonna score. A quick throw by Cameron Dunkley will only result in runners at first and second, and the Madison Mavericks now lead 7-3. Another solid shot there. Itza Gonzalez gets that one just out of the reach of Jillian Jones. And an RBI there for Gonzalez. And now Alyssa Serrato will step up to the plate here, and now a word is going to be made between Coach Wolf and the Clemens infield. As Coach Wolf just seeing if she could calm down Lisa Solis. Two-way here in the bottom of the third. As we have a chance to look at the standings here for District 27 6A. As the Judson Rockets finish the season 14-0, and they have not let their foot off the gas as they defeated the Clark Cougars with a final score of 20-1 last night. Meanwhile, the Steel Knights had a victory. Clemens with the 7-3 win last night, and then East Central with a victory over Mac of a final score of 7-1. So Clemens currently sitting at 4-0 at the moment for the playoffs. As now stepping up to the plate here is Alyssa Serrato. Second time batting in the inning, 0 for 1 with the ground out over to first, as she had the first out off of the bunt. Sorry about that. Here's the game once again. So first pitch goes inside for a ball. As Lisa Solis will have the pitch once again. As ball rotating on that one, fouled out of play for strike number 1. Struggling to get the strikeouts here, had 2 to begin the game, but ever since then, Madison has been all over Clemens with a 4-run lead. Kelsey Sample was the one who had the 3-run blast. That one's popped straight up. Christine Moreno having to retreat backwards. None of them call it off here. That one's going to drop out there. Kara Penelosa is going to have to come grab the ball here. They're going to let the play stay on here. Jillian Jones tagging out in time. And another 2 runs will come in as Cameron Dunkley and Christine Moreno will collide. Score now 9-3. We'll take a quick break here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Don't go anywhere. Well, back here on the Clemens broadcast, we're a tough inning to watch so far, as it's going to continue as Danielle Escabel will step up to the plate for the second time in the inning. She's 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI as runner on third off of the triple from the air between the collision between Christine Moreno and Cameron Dunkley. As a 9-run performance here in the bottom of the second. This game far from over. Pitch on the way. That one's popped straight up into outfield. Cara Penaloza underneath that one. As the out will be caught here, but not before the Madison Mavericks can score 9 on the inning. We'll be right back here on the Clemens broadcast network. You're watching Game 2 of the UIL playoffs. Madison 9, Clemens 3. We'll be right back. Well, back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, as Jillian Jones will start us off. As Lisa Solis will be the one to follow here, so Jones looking to get some offense going here early. Finds the ball and finds the gap out there between shortstop and third. Jillian Jones with a leadoff single. So now stepping into the play here, Lisa Solis 1 for 1 on the day as she started us off with the single out into left field in her last plate appearance that resulted in the 3-run blast for Kelsey Sample. As last night, Lisa Solis went 1 for 3 at the plate. Pitch on the way for Lisa Solis goes high. Jones will stay over at first as the check over by Juliana Cartagena. And she took a quick glance over at Brooklyn Gonzalez. 1-0 pitch on the way here. That one goes outside for ball number 2 for Solis. And both pitchers struggling there on the mound, trying to get some sort of control out there. And pitch here, 2-0 count here as that one called for strike number 1. For Lisa Solis, as didn't like the call on that one. Jalen Trejo, the one on deck, 1 for 1 on the game. She had a double and a run in the last inning. As Solis will await the pitch here. That one goes high and outside for ball 3. Jones with the lead over there at first. She'll stay in place. The 3-1 count here on the way. Sophia Duarte will have the delivery to Lisa Solis. Solis will swing on that one. That one's going to be slicing out there, and that one's going to drop in the gaps once again. And Jillian Jones will reach over at second as both teams finding all sorts of gaps in the field. And now Lisa Solis 2 for 2 on the game with a single in both opposite field and into left field.
Hey,
So Jalen Trejo at the plate with a double into left center in her last plate appearance as it got over the head of the shortstop, number 6, Julia Pinzon. So Kara Dillahay once again back on the base path, with Kelsey Sample on deck. The pitch coming up on the way for Jalen Trejo will go on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. 0-1 with no outs here. Sofia Iturte will stare down her catcher, Juliana Cartagena. Pitch on the way, trying to put down a bunt there. Jillian Jones trying to advance over to their third, and now Trejo finds herself behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Trejo will take her time, stepping up to the plate. 6 hits to 5. Clemens with 3 errors through 2 innings of work on defense. Pitch on the way from Iturte. Jalen Trejo will watch out and go high for ball number 1. And now looking to fight back in the at-bat. Just 3 more balls, as Clemens has gone into 1 full count situation on the game. 1-2 on the way. Swinging on that one. Puts that one on the ground. Brooklyn Gonzalez will just step over on first. Will allow Kara Dillahay to advance it into second. Jillian Jones will go to third. And that'll be the first out of the inning. So now Kelsey Sample will step up to the plate. Last time up, hit the 3-run blast into left center. And now she's got 2 runners in scoring position, having a chance to make something count here. The pitch on the way to Sample. Outside corner of the plate, called for strike number 1. Sierra Grant, the one on deck. And she's 0 for 1 on the game with a ground out in her last plate appearance. Sample will have the pitch there. That one goes on the outside. Once again, strike number 2. As Kelsey Sample on the season with 13 RBIs with a .340 batting average. But now it finds herself behind 0-2. As watch the last 2 pitches clip the outside part of the plate. Now the delivery to Sample. That one go high for ball number 1. 1-2 count here on the way for Kelsey Sample. Sofia Iturte will have the delivery. Sample will pop that one straight up on the infield. No one's calling that one off here. Finally, the shortstop will call it off, as that one was in the air long enough for Julia Pinzon to grab that one. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Sierra Grant stepping up to the plate here with 2 away in the top of the third. Madison leads by 6 off of the 9-run bottom of the second inning. The pitch on the way for Grant. Goes outside for ball number 1.
Hey, let's get the out, ladies. Let's go.
As Sierra Grant in for Lauren Justice tonight. Sierra Grant on the season at 49 at-bats with the .326 batting average, 4 RBIs on the season. Rips that one up the middle of the infield. The throw down to first is in time, and that'll be the third out of the inning, and the Clemens Buffaloes will strand 2 more, leaving 5 on the game. We'll be back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Madison will come up to the plate. You're watching Game 2 of the UIL playoffs. We'll be back. Well, back here to the Clemens Broadcast Network, bottom of the third inning. Starting us off will be number 8, Samantha Iturte, who last time out was walked in that explosive second inning. The pitch on the way here from Iturte will go high for ball number 1. As a delivery on the way, 1 ball, no strikes, as that one just looked like it got stuck on the hands of Lisa Solis. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes. A 2-1 count here on the way for Solis, as that one will go high for ball 3. Here in the bottom of the third, 3 balls and no strikes to get us going here. The struggles continuing for Solis on the mound. That one misses outside, and it's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Solis, and a runner on first. Back-to-back walks for Samantha Iturte. And now Sofia Iturte, the pitcher, will step up to the plate. Pitch on the way here as that one gets the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. That's been a consistent strike all game long. And now will be an 0-1 count here. Pitch on the way here for Lisa Solis. Ripper there. Just misses out of the reach of Kelsey Sample. And the leadoff runners on first and second as the Iturte sisters will both reach. So just out of reach of the glove, Kelsey Sample. And now Julia Pinzon, the shortstop for the Madison Mavericks, will have a chance to dig in. Inside pitch, there it goes for ball number 1. A 1-0 count here for Julia Pinzon. Delivery on the way here for Sample. Puts that one on the ground, and that one's going to be fouled off to the left side. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch on the way here to Pinzon. Gets the outside part of the plate for strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And now Lisa Solis looking for strikeout number 3 on the game. Big pitch coming up here for Solis. That one's on the ground. Christine Moreno throw down to third in time as he gets that one into the glove of Jillian Jones, and that'll be the first out of the inning, as that will be the lead runner and a force out. With runners on first and second here, Pinzon will be out for the first time tonight on the GO6. And now Juliana Cartagena will step up to the plate. 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. As that one's bunt down there, Jillian Jones will recover. Throw down to first in time over to Sydney Norton. Throw across the diamond as Christine Moreno won't apply the tag. So that'll be a GO5, as that's the second bunt of the game by Madison. And that advances both runners into scoring position. Now let's see what Lisa Solis can do here. They've stranded 4 runners tonight. Clemens has done 5. Nice pitch there by Solis. Goes for strike number 1. 0-1 the count here with 2 away. As Solis' second pitch on the way, goes inside there. That one's going to be jammed up. Kira Penaloza gets the grab there, and the Madison Mavericks will strand 2 runners as well, as that is 6 on the game for the Madison Mavericks. We'll be right back at the end of 3. Madison 9, Clemens 3. We'll be right back on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here to the Clemens broadcast. We're top of the fourth inning here for Game 2 of the Bi-District Championship between the Clemens Buffaloes and Madison Mavericks from Northeast ISD West, as Clemens won Game 1 of the series 7-3 last night over at Clemens High School. But the Madison Mavericks have come in tonight and in the second inning scored 9. As now Cameron Dunkley will be the first batter of the inning. As first pitch clips the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. Dunkley will take her time awaiting for the pitch, and now Sofia Iturte will be ready. Delivery on the way. That one goes outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Dunkley will reset at the plate. Moreno is the one on deck, 0 for 1 on the game with a ground out and a walk, as Dunkley sees the third pitch of the at-bat, puts that one on the ground to second, and that one's going to be 1 away. So Christine Moreno stepping up to the plate. In a broadcast last night, Moreno went 2 for 4 at the plate. As now Moreno will have the pitch here as that one goes on the outside part of the plate for ball number 1. As in our broadcast last night, Moreno had a single, a double, 2 runs, and 2 ground outs, both to the shortstop of number 3, Julia Pinzon. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes here for Cristina Moreno. The Buffs need to just get the bases stuffed and find a way to hit them in. As no worries of putting the ball into play in this one, as the pitch goes outside there for Moreno for strike number 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 count here for Moreno. Choked up on the bat here, swing and miss there, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moreno will take her time getting back up to the play here as Sofia Iturte immediately ready for the pitch. The delivery on the way to Moreno. Swing and miss on that one, and Moreno will be sat down for the second time tonight. So Clemens is trying to get too much on one at-bat at the moment, needing to find a way to slow it down and be patient at the plate. As now Cara Penaloza will step up to the plate with 2 down. And the pitch on the way from Iturte here as that one will get past the glove of the catcher, Juliana Cartagena. First wild pitch of the game. Clemens had 3 in that crazy bottom of the second inning. As with the 1-0 count now, Cara Penaloza will put that one on the ground, backhanded, picked up by the pitcher, and that one's going to be retired to the side. 3 up, 3 down, and the Madison Mavericks will have a chance to get back on offense. Madison 9, Clemens 3. You're listening to round 1 of the UIL playoffs on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. We're back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, bottom of the 4th inning here for Game 2 of this bi-district championship. And outside up to the plate for the 3rd time tonight is Alana Wimberly. Wimberly 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Now we'll see what she can do here at the plate. Delivery from Lisa Solis. A chopper out there in the right field. Underneath that one is Samantha Fuentes, as she doesn't have any issues with that one, as that's going to be a pop out there for the first out of the inning. So Clemens has struggled to get quick outs here in this game, but finally they'll step up, and just on 2 pitches they'll sit her down. As first pitch that Wimberly liked, she hit that one. And now the pitch there to Itza Gonzalez gets the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. A 0-1 count here with 1 away. The delivery from Lisa Gonzalez. What a pitch there. Dirty breaking ball there. Goes for 2 strikes, and now Itza Gonzalez ain't to find a way to fight back in this at bat. As Gonzalez choked up on the bat, the delivery on the way from Gonzalez as she fouls that one backwards. And we'll await the 4th pitch of the at-bat here. Oh, 0-2 count here for Itza Gonzalez, Lisa Solis. Let's see what she does right here. What a pitch there. Breaking ball there, and that's going to be strikeout number 3 on the game. What a delivery there by Lisa Solis. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. As Clemens will go around the horn with that one. And that gives us a chance here to make sure, give the shout out here. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at SCHS_CBN to get all live scores and updates for everything Clemens related. And on Facebook at SCHS.CBN as the first pitch of the at-bat cuts inside on the pitcher of number 2, Alyssa Serrato. And now there will be a runner here, as that will bring up number 12, Daniela Escobar, up to the plate.
Stepping up to the plate with number 8, Samantha Ituarte.
Serrato will reach for the 2nd time tonight from that hit by pitch. As that one goes right up the middle of the infield. Sydney Norton out of position on that one. Cara Penaloza will retrieve that one. And now another hit there by Danielle Escobar. Back-to-back singles at the plate. And now Sofia Ituarte will step up to the plate in her plate appearances here on the afternoon. 2 walks. This is probably one of the first signs of the season that it seemed that it's been a struggle for Lisa Solis to get out of these innings. What a pitch there. Another changeup there from Solis. Goes for strike number 1. The pitch coming up on the way, as Lisa Solis will have the delivery there right down the middle of the plate, called for strike number 2. As now behind in the count here, Sofia Ituarte. Delivery coming up here. What a pitch there, Lisa Solis. 4 strikeouts, 2 of them came in the inning. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network as Lisa Solis finds a way to retire 3 out of the 4 batters faced. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. You're listening to Game 2 of the UIL playoffs. Well, back here on the Clemens Broadcast Network, start of the 5th inning. Sydney Norton will lead us off. As first pitch she sees there, that one's going to drop in the gap out there in right field. As a throw over to first, and not in time, as the second single of the game for Sydney Norton, who's now 2 for 3. As she goes opposite field, base hit, and now Jillian Jones will step up to the plate, who's 1 for 2 on the game with a ground out and a single in her last plate appearance. So Jones will dig in here, and Sofia Ituarte will have the delivery. As that one goes outside for ball number 1, as Cartagena will have a quick glance over at Sydney Norton over at first. 1 ball, no strike here for Jones, as we'll see what she could do and find a way to advance Sydney Norton into scoring position. Sofia Ituarte will take her time getting back up onto the mound. Delivery here. That one goes high and outside for ball number 2. As Clemens needs to find a way to get some runners on base here in this top of the 5th inning. Both teams at 7 hits apiece, but that 3 errors has been the separation to get Madison their large lead so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones will have the pitch here. That one goes high and outside for ball number 2. 3 balls as they made a change on the scoreboard. So 3-0 count here for Jillian Jones. All 3 have gone high. And we'll see what Jones will look to do with it. Always an eager batter on 3-0 counts if it's down the middle of the plate. As that one goes high and outside for ball 4. And now the first 2 batters have reached off of a single and a walk. So Lisa Solis will step up to the plate, 2 for 2 on the night. Last night, Lisa Solis went 1 for 3 with a single to the second baseman. Pitch on the way for Solis, as that will go outside for ball number 1. There's no need to get eager at the play here. Sofia Ituarte struggling here on the mound to start this 5th inning. Make her work for it here, as Lisa Solis will have the pitch once again, a 1-0 count, as that one goes outside for ball number 2. And now 6 straight balls for Sofia Ituarte. At this point, just put a fastball up the middle of the plate and let Lisa Solis make contact on it. Ituarte will stare down Julia Cartagena, who's behind the plate. 2-0 count on the way. Pitcher gets the outside part of the plate. Been a strike all day long. As no difference there, as goes for 2 balls and 1 strike. No rush here from Ituarte as she'll stare down Cartagena once again. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging on that one, a hard hit ball there on the ground. Throw over to second as she'll just hold on to it, and that will advance the runners into scoring position. Jones will get to second as Norton will get to third. 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. As that'll be the first out of the game for Lisa Solis. Jalen Trejo on the game with a double and a ground out to first base in her last plate appearance. As shallow third baseman there. As high pitch there will go for ball number 1. One-0 count here coming up for Jalen Trejo. No need to be eager at the play here. That one goes outside for ball number 2. And Kelsey Sample coming up to the plate. A big part of the orders coming up, especially with Sierra Grant, who could cause some issues, and Cameron Dunkley, who's been great all season long, especially in the past 7 games for Dunkley. A 2-0 count coming up for Trejo. No need to rush here. Pitch goes low and inside for strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. A 2-1 count here as the rain's starting to come down a little heavier now with the drizzle. A 2-1 count here for Trejo on the way. Goes outside for ball number 3. As that's been usually a strike all day long there, as that one looked like it just missed a bit outside on that one. And now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Sample is the one on deck. Trejo looking to get just the third walk for Clemens on the game. Pitch on the way to Trejo. She swings on that one, pops that one up on the infield. This one looks like it would drop there. Norton's going to stretch it home, play at home, not in time. And the Buffaloes have their first run since the second inning. And the Buffs now trail by just 5. As that will advance Jillian Jones over to third. As that will be an RBI for Jalen Trejo, as it will be a pop out into right field. So Kelsey Sample at the plate with a home run, 2 RBIs, and a pop out in her last plate appearance. She's swinging for the fences on that one. Swing and a miss, strike number 1. 0-1 count here on the way for Sample. Sofia Duarte will have the pitch. That one's on the ground. Goes off the glove of the third baseman. Trying to get that one. Julia Pinzon, not in time. Jillian Jones will score, and the Buffs now within 4. Nice shot there on the infield, as that one's going to be credited for a hit for Kelsey Sample. She's now 2 for 3 on the game. As that will be a single on the left side of the infield. So single to third base is what it will be credited in the scorer's book. As a hard hit shot there, diving for that one was number 7, Alana Wimberly. Just couldn't pull it in. And now Sierra Grant will take the first pitch for ball number 1. Oh, 1 ball and no strikes here. As Grant at the plate. She'll take that one on the outside part of the plate for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 count coming up on the way. Kelsey Sample over at first, off the RBI for Jillian Jones. 2-1 count here for Sierra Grant off for the foul tip. Pitch here for Sierra Grant goes low for ball number 3, and now it's a 3-1 count here. Looking to get runners on first and second with Cameron Dunkley at the plate. Grant is 0 for 2 on the game with 2 groundouts. And now Sierra Grant will stare this one down. A 3-1 pitch coming up on the way. The delivery here, Sierra Grant will take that one inside for ball number 4. So Christine Moreno will step up to the plate here, as scoreboard will be inactive here for a moment as we hope this rain disappears. So Sierra Grant will be a member of the walk here, as Cameron Dunkley will step up to the plate here. The first pitch called for strike number 1. A critical point here in the game with runners on first and second, as trying to find a way to get Moreno up to the plate. Hit there, that one will go foul there for Cameron Dunkley. A new 0-2 count here for Cameron Dunkley, looking to stay alive in the at-bat. Sierra Grant over at first, Kelsey Sample at second. Clemens has scored 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Pitch on the way to Dunkley, goes outside for ball number 1. 1-2 pitch on the way for Cameron Dunkley. Swinging on that one. That one's going to carry out there into right field. Underneath that one's a right fielder, and that one's going to strand 2 on the inning. Clemens out sitting at 7 stranded runners on base on the game. We're back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Madison 9, Clemens 5. We'll be right back.
Hey, I want to be there. Let's go.
So after their half inning of play, Clemens scores 2 runs on 2 hits. And no errors by the Mavericks.
There you go. There you go.
One back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, bottom of the 5th inning as first pitch goes wild there. As control there for Lisa Solis. Just can't grip onto the ball at the moment. Second pitch there pops straight up here. Let's see who calls it off. Sydney Norton will be underneath that one away. As that was number 14, Sofia Ituarte, who's now 1 for 3 on the game. With the PO7, or PO4, excuse me. As that one goes in the glove of Sydney Norton, and now that will bring Julia Pinzon to the plate. One ball, no strikes here for Julia Pinzon. Rain starting to really come down here as breaking ball there goes right up the middle there. Cara Penaloza diving on that one. And they're going to call that one. What's the call going to be here? And they're going to call that one an out, 2-way on the inning. Beautiful play there by Cara Penaloza out there in the center. As Penaloza diving on that one, looked like she might have dropped it, but instead diving, making the play. And now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And stepping up to the plate now is Juliana Cartagena. It's Pinzon now 1 for 3 on the game with that pop out into center. As Lisa Solis here at the plate. As that bottom of the 7th of the key part of the game there. What a pitch there by Lisa Solis. Goes for strike number 1. As it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike here coming up. Pitch on the way from Lisa Solis as that one just misses outside for ball number 1. As consistently has called that outside pitch a strike, but that one just misses too far outside. That's a good call there by the umpire. It goes for ball number 1. Or ball number 2, excuse me, 2 balls and 1 strike. What a pitch there by Lisa Solis. Gets her to swing and miss on the breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2-away. As Lisa Solis looking to retire the side and get the Clemens Buffaloes back on offense. Puts that one on the ground, goes off the glove of Kelsey Sample. Sydney Norton retrieves it. 3 up, 3 down. Clemens retires the side. We'll be back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Top of the 6th inning coming up. We'll be right back. Well, back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Sorry about that one. As a wild throw will advance, Christine Moreno. We just now missed that clip, but Christine Moreno hit the ground ball over to the third base side as it was retrieved by the shortstop of Julia Pinson as an overthrow there over at first to Brooklyn Gonzalez, and that will put Christine Moreno over at second and into scoring position as Moreno will reach off the E6. Now 0 for 4 on the game, unlike anything we've seen from Moreno this season. So Penaloza at the plate here. 5 runs to 9. Penaloza swings on the first pitch she sees on the ground over to second. Throw to Brooklyn Gonzalez is in time, 1 away. Penaloza now 0 for 4 as another ground out, third on the game. And now coming up to the plate is Sydney Norton, 2 for 3 on the game with 2 singles and a runner over at third. Clemens chipping into the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch coming up for Norton. As a delivery there, goes right up the middle for ball number 1. Ball 1 with a runner on third with 1 away. As rain really coming down here, 1 ball and 1 strike. As this is the biggest weather challenge we've faced all season long on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. As pitch goes on the outside part of the plate there for strike number 2 against Sydney Norton. One ball and 2 strikes here to Norton. Clemens trailing by 4 runs. Moreno's over at third. Pitch on the way from Sofia Ituarte. Goes back right back over to third, and the throw back to first is in time, 2 away. Now Jillian Jones will step up to the plate. So 2 outs here, and a big part of the game here for Jillian Jones. We'll see what she can do with it right now. As Sofia Ituarte will look for a new ball here in the bottom of the top of the 6th. Lisa Solis is the one on deck. Jillian Jones at the plate on the game, 1 for 2 with a ground out, a single, and a walk in her last plate appearance. Jillian Jones will await the pitch here from Sofia Ituarte. Looking to strand a runner for Clemens. Pitch on the outside part of the plate there. Just misses outside for ball number 1 for Jillian Jones. Jones at the plate here will dig in. Sofia Ituarte will have the delivery. Jillian Jones will swing on that one. Fouls that one off to the left side for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1. Jillian Jones batting right-handed here. Game 2 of the Bi-District Championship between the Clemens Buffaloes and Madison Mavericks. Joining those play-by-play here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Oh, what a season we've had here, unlike any weather we've seen all year long. Swinging on that one was Jillian Jones as she fouls down off to the right side where the Clemens dugout is located. And now it's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 away. One, 2 count here for Jillian Jones. The pitch coming up here on the way. As Sofia Ituarte will look to dig in and strand 8 runners for Clemens as Jillian Jones will watch out and go low for ball number 2. 2-2 count now. As Clemens going to find a way to convert right here. The upcoming pitch coming up for Jillian Jones. Pitch on the way. Swinging on that one as that one will be chopped off to the left side. As looking to find a way to get Lisa Solis up to the plate and cut this lead within 3. As Clemens down to their last 4 outs of the game, as Madison with the 4-run lead here at NEISD West as they ran away with it in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Jillian Jones will wait and take her time here, removing the mud off the bottom of her bat here. 2-2 coming up for Jones. Swing and a miss on that one, goes into the dirt, throw down to first in time, and Clemens is going to strand 8 runners on the game. And a big strikeout there, as that will be the first strikeout of the game, or second strikeout of the game by Sofia Duarte, and it's at a big point of the game here. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Clemens broadcast. You know, we're Madison 9, Clemens 5. We'll be right back.
Hey, let's build on it. Let's go. Well, we're going back. Oh, here we go. Hey, what do you say, 1-7?
Well, back here on the Clemens broadcast, you know, we're bottom of the 6th inning, and as we were gone, Jillian Jones caught the pop out for the first out of the inning. As Clemens trailing by 4 here in Game 2 of the Bi-District Championship. As pitch on the way, there goes high for ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike coming up. As Alana Wimberly at the plate, 1 for 2 on the game.
Hey, take away that outside. Take it right field, kid. Let's go. Make adjustment.
Alana Wimberly with a 2-1 count here. Breaking ball there. 1 bounce there to Christine Moreno. Throw down at first in time, 2 away. So Lisa Solis looking to retire the side for the back-to-back innings. As now Itza Gonzalez will step up to the plate, 1 for 1 on the game.
kid.
Eaton Gonzalez will step up with an RBI in her last plate appearance here as a late time call there by Gonzalez. Swings on the first pitch of the at-bat here for ball number 1. A 1-1 count here as we throw the ball back in here. As Lisa Solis looking to get the strikeout here. Inside pitch goes into the dirt. Nice block there by Jalen Trejo.
Find a way, kid. Let's go.
1-1 count here on the way to Itza Gonzalez. Puts that one on the ground out of reach of Jillian Jones. That one will go foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And now Lisa Solis will look to get the strikeout and retire to the side right here. As Clemens will have Solis, Trejo, and Sample to come up in the top of the 7th inning. As we could be facing a game number 3 tomorrow at 12 p.m. The breaking ball there goes high for ball number 2. Base is empty here for the Madison Mavericks. Itza Gonzalez will await the pitch here. Delivery goes inside as that one will bounce before the plate. And now the count will be full here for Itza Gonzalez. This is the 3rd full count of the game for Madison. 3-2 count here. A payoff pitch coming up from Lisa Solis on the way. Right at the middle, struck her out. What a pitch there by Lisa Solis, and that one will end the bottom of the 6th inning. Madison 9, Clemens 5. You're listening to the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Game 2 of the Bi-District Championship. We'll be right back. Well, back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, top of the 7th inning. Lisa Solis at the plate here. She'll take the first pitch outside for ball number 1. So the batters that will come up for Clemens is Solis, Trejo, and Sample. As they are combined 5 for 9 on the game. Pitch on the way to Solis. Takes that one outside for ball number 2. As Cartagena tried to frame the last 2 pitches there. Unable to complete it there. As Clemens, no need to rush at the plate. Let Sofia Ituarte find a way to put the ball in play. 2-0 count here coming up for Lisa Solis. The delivery here, swinging on that one, finds the gaps out there in center field, and Lisa Solis has a leadoff single. So Lisa Solis now 3 for 4 on the game, her 3rd single of the game. And now they'll put Kara Dillahay over there at first base on a 2-0 count. Lisa Solis finds contact on that one. And Jalen Trejo will now step up to the plate. Kelsey Sample, the one on deck. Clemens trailing by 4. As an update from District 27 6A East Central lost game number 2 to Mac of a final score of 5-2. So they will be going to game 3, and Clemens at District 27 6A could be facing the exact same situation. Trejo tries to put down a bunt here. I don't know about that one. Probably should swing away right here. But just 3 outs to work with and down by 4. You can't afford to give them one easy out. As Jalen Trejo will take her time to step up to the plate here. As we get a new ball here from the third base side. 0-1 count coming up for Jalen Trejo. As Duarte will step up to the plate here. Third base playing shallow there. And now it's 2 strikes here for Jalen Trejo. And she finds herself behind in the count. Needing to find a way to get a at-bat or find a way to put the ball in play right here. 9 hits to 7. Clemens has 3 errors. Madison has 1. The 0-2 count here on the way. Pitch to Trejo. Swinging on that one. Carrying out there to left field. That one's going to drop in the gap there. As Kara Dillahay will advance to second. Trejo's at first. And Kelsey Sample's going to step up to the plate. With the runners on first and second. With no outs to the defense so far. And now Taryn Ahin will step into the ballgame as a courtesy runner. And now Kelsey Sample will have a quick word with Coach Baltoon from the Clemens third base side. Clemens needs to find a pitch that works for them. Madison by 4 here. Taryn Ahin at first, Kara Dillahay at second. Sierra Grant the one on deck, and Cameron Dunkley in the hole at the 9 spot. Kelsey Sample choked up on the bat here. Gotta wait for a pitch that works for her. Delivery on the way, goes into the dirt, and a nice block there by the catcher of Juliana Cartagena. Cartagena doing a good job keeping the ball out in front of her. And Clemens needing a few more hits to get this game in their favor. Down by 4, Kelsey Sample at the plate. The senior committed to Hendrix College. Second pitch on the way, goes into the dirt for ball number 2. Sample just got to wait 2 more pitches and find a way to get on base. Cold, windy, rainy district championship in April. Clemens trailing by 4. Sample at the plate. The pitch coming up on the way. Swinging on that one. That one's going to fall out there in the left field. Kara Dillahay going to go to third. And a base hit there by Kelsey Sample. And the bases are loaded with no outs here. And here comes Sierra Grant up to the plate. So Kelsey Sample now 3 for 4 on the game, and she gets another single to her name. Trejo with a single as well. As now all 3 batters who have come up to bat here on the game have a single, and now there's going to be a courtesy runner for Kelsey Sample. It's going to be Lauren Justice who makes her first appearance of the game over at first. Cameron Dunkley up on deck, and Sierra Grant with her biggest at-bat of the season. 10 RBIs on the year, 4 home runs for Sierra Grant. 14 singles on the season on 49 plate appearances. Sierra Grant has had success at the plate this year with a .326 batting average with a .408 OPS and a .780 slugging percentage. No outs here, bases loaded. Sierra Grant with the Buffs trailing by 4. Pitch on the way, goes outside for ball number 1. 1-0 count here. Sierra Grant has to wait for a pitch that's hittable. No need to swing at anything that's outside or unnecessary. Kara Dillahay at third, Taryn Ahin at second, Lauren Justice at first, Cameron Dunkley on deck. The 1-0 count here coming up from the pitcher of Sofia Duarte. Swinging on that one. That was going to find the gap out there to left field. Taryn Ahin's going to stay at third. And an RBI there from Sierra Grant. And the Buffs trail by 3, 9-6. First hit of the game for Sierra Grant. Puts that one right on the infield. And now 4 singles on the inning with Cameron Dunkley stepping up to the plate. And now they're going to have a quick mound visit here for the pitcher of Sofia Ituerte, and Christine Moreno is the one on deck. Got to find a pitch to hit here for Cameron Dunkley as we have a chance to look at the upcoming or the playoff bracket at the moment. Cedar Ridge and Lake Travis playing each other in the Bi-District Championship up in the Austin region. Clemens and Madison playing each other here in game number 2. The winner of this game will advance, or the winner of the series will advance to the area championship. And Clemens is just 3 runs away from having a chance to punch their ticket to the area championship here in the top of the 7th. But Cameron Dunkley will have to get something going here. 4 batters, 4 singles. As Sofia Ituerte will have the delivery to Dunkley. To 1 for 2 on the game with a double on the ground out in the last plate appearance there. As Dunkley will take the inside pitch there for ball number 1. As Dunkley on the season with a 347 batting average to 450 OPS. 6 doubles on the season, 10 singles. A big point in the ball game here. Sierra Grant had the RBI in her last plate appearance. Pitch on the way, goes high for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes here. Cameron Dunkley just got to be patient at the plate. Don't swing at anything that is outside of the zone. You got a big hitter in Christine Moreno coming up to the plate. 12 hits to 7, 3 errors to 1. Cameron Dunkley, pitch on the way, swinging on that one, makes contact there as that will be fouled out of play for strike number 1 as the rain coming back down hard once again for Cameron Dunkley. That means the ball is going to be slick. And going to be hard to control here for Sofia Ituerte. A 2-1 count here for Cameron Dunkley. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there as it looked like it was uncertain on the swing on that one. Might have been a strike there as it would have just clipped the outside part of the plate. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes for Dunkley. Big players make big hits here in the postseason, and this is a point here for Cameron Dunkley. Choked up on the bat. 2-2 count. Ituerte with the delivery into the dirt, and it's blocked. And a full count coming up, just the second of the game for Clemens. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dunkley having to get defensive here at the plate. Moreno's the one on deck. Sofia Ituerte will take her time. Dunkley will await here. The left-handed hitter, pitch on the way, goes outside, ball 4! Darren is going to come in for the walk, and Clemens trails by 2 with Christine Moreno at the plate. Cara Penaloza, the one on deck. Just missed that one, wow. Can't get any closer than that one. Sports are a game of inches, and they show it right there. And now Sofia Ituerte will have the delivery, and Christine Moreno will be the one coming up to the plate. Down by 2. Penaloza, the one on deck. Bases are loaded. This is what it comes down to. Playoff softball here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Game 2 between the Madison Mavericks and Clemens Buffaloes. Clemens won 7-3 of a final score last night's game over at Clemens High School, and now they have a chance to take the lead here on just one swing of the bat. Christine Moreno, pitch on the outside part of the plate, called for strike number 1. Penaloza on deck, Norton in the hole. Still no outs yet as Clemens has already scored 2 runs on the inning. Christine Moreno will await the pitch. That one goes outside for ball number 1, and a pass ball probably would have scored Lauren Justice. As luckily Juliana Cartagena is able to retrieve that one. Now the count goes 1 ball and 1 strike. Moreno needs to fight off here. A large gap out there over the head of the shortstop and second baseman. Christine Moreno shoots that one into center. That one's carrying. That one off the wall. 1 run's going to score. Lauren Justice. Now Sierra Grant. Cameron Dunkley will go down to third. What a shot there by Christine Moreno. That is clutch hitting right there. Clemens 9-9. What a shot by Christine Moreno. Goes off the wall. It looked like it might have had enough. And Christine Moreno has her first hit of the game. Now 1 for 5. A huge single or a huge double there for Moreno. And with no outs, that brings Cara Penaloza up to the plate. Still no outs here, and now a discussion will take place at the mound. It will be the entire infield as It won't be a mound visit from the coach here. Kara Penaloza will be the one at the plate. 0 for 4 on the game with 3 ground outs and reached off of a fielder's choice in the second. As Sydney Norton is the one on deck, Jillian Jones is the one in the hole. It doesn't get much tighter than this one. Kara Penaloza at the plate, the junior for Clemens. Looking to keep up the success so far. Lisa Solis started this inning off with a single, and after that it went Jalen Trejo single, Kelsey Samples single, Sierra Grant single, walk from Cameron Dunkley, and then the double from Christine Moreno. Just one swing in this game could get blown wide open. Pitch into the dirt there. What a block there by Juliana Cartagena. And now they want a ball change here. Slick ball here. As a new throw-in will come in here. Kara Penaloza will watch the first ball go outside. 1-0 count here. And got to hope that when Clemens comes up on defense that the weather dies down. Don't want to play defense in this kind of weather. That's what's causing the ball to come into play so much. A 1-0 count here on the way. Penaloza gets a piece of that one. Fouls it off to the right side. Now it's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count here for Kara Penaloza. 13 hits to 7. Christine Moreno added on here in the top of the 7th inning as Clemens has stacked on 4 runs so far. Pitch goes out in the dirt for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Kara Penaloza. As Penaloza gonna try to put the ball out there over the head of the shortstop, Julia Pinzon. 2 balls, 1 strike here as Sofia Iturte will get a new ball to work with. A 2-1 count here on the way. Taking her time to have the delivery. Pitch on the way from Iturte. As nice eye there by Kara Penaloza. 3 balls, 1 strike. And a chance to load the bases and bring up Sydney Norton to the plate. A big part in the game here. Field starting to get real slick as the rain really starting to come down. Kara Penaloza needing to have a good eye here. No need to swing at any pitch outside. 3-1 on the way from Iturte. Swinging on that one. Finds the hole. Cameron Dunkley's going to come home to score. Christine Moreno's going to come in. Kara Penaloza to second. A 2-run shot there, and the Lady Buffs have their first lead since the 2nd inning. Clemens 11, Madison 9. And here comes Sydney Norton to the plate. What a shot there by Kara Penaloza, and they're going to call time here, and it's going to be a change here on the mound. We'll be right back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Brooklyn Lopez is going to come in to pitch, and your Lady Buffs have a 2-run lead for the first time since the 2nd inning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. Sydney Norton will step up to the plate here, 11-9, and Brooklyn Gonzalez is your new pitcher here on the mound. As Sydney Norton will get a piece of that one and foul it off to the right side. So Sofia Iturte and Brooklyn Gonzalez will switch positions here. Rain really coming down hard here in the top of the 7th. As Clemens with a 2-run lead. They trailed by 4 coming into the inning as they trailed 9-5. Madison had the lead, and Clemens' explosive inning has continued. Only one player has been without a hit, and it was Cameron Dunkley who had the walk. As that was a good at-bat by Cameron Dunkley. It set this up as the only 2 batters to not hit were Sydney Norton and Jillian Jones. As Jones will have a chance to bat here in the top of the 7th. Brooklyn Gonzalez, a 1-1 count. Delivery on the way here. Goes out high and outside for ball number 1. As now the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike here for Norton. 14 hits to 7. Brooklyn Gonzalez will have the pitch. As she calls off the first pitch here for Juliana Cartagena. She'll agree to the second, and it will have the delivery. As that one goes outside for ball number 3 there. Brooklyn Gonzalez trying to take advantage of that outside corner that's been active all day. That one just misses too much of a break on that one. And it's now a 3-1 count here. No need to rush it here for Sydney Norton. Don't try to be a hero. If you're at the plate right now for the Lady Buffs, you got Lisa Solis and Jillian Jones both coming up. Brooklyn Gonzalez delivery here. Sydney Norton will pop that one straight up on the right side of the infield. That one's going to drop. Karen Penalosa's going to stretch it over to 3, and that one's going to be a E9. Sydney Norton will reach. A confusion there between the second baseman of Daniela Escabel and then the right fielder Melissa Serrato. And now here comes Jillian Jones to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight with a ground out and a single. Solis is the one on deck. Runners on the corner for Jones. A big point in the ball game here. Brooklyn Gonzalez will have the delivery to Jillian Jones. She'll take that one high and outside. And Sydney Norton will watch what Juliana Cartagena will do. And she'll just throw the ball back over to Brooklyn Gonzalez. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 count here for Jillian Jones. No need to swing the bat here. Brooklyn Gonzalez struggling so far. Ball number 2, 2 balls and no strikes for Jillian Jones. Lisa Solis, one of the most dangerous hitters all day long, is on deck. 2 balls and no strikes. Clemens leads by 2, and Madison without an out on the inning. Clemens has had an explosive 6-run top of the 7th. And it all started off with Lisa Solis. Pitch on the way. Jillian Jones watch one go high and outside. 3 balls, no strikes, and no need for Jones to even bring the bat to the plate for this next pitch. 3 balls, no strikes here. Jillian Jones will dig in. The pitch from Brooklyn Gonzalez coming up here. As only 1 strike pitch from Brooklyn Gonzalez here since she's been on the mound. Pitch on the way to Jillian Jones. She'll watch that one go down the middle of the plate for strike number 1. Well, now Jillian Jones can swing away at that one. She saw what a good pitch to look like there. Brooklyn Gonzalez, just her second pitch since being on the mound. 3-1 count here coming for Jillian Jones. Delivery on the way. High and outside. Jillian Jones will be walked and the bases will be loaded once again. And here comes Lisa Solis, who started off all this madness at the beginning of the 7th inning. And here she comes. As back-to-back walks for Jillian Jones in her last 2 plate appearances. Last time out, Lisa Solis hit the single on the left side of the infield. Jalen Trejo, the one on deck. Brooklyn Gonzalez, just 2 strikes. Here we go. Pitch on the outside part of the plate called for ball number 1. A tough inning to watch for Madison, as Clemens has been finding all the gaps here in the top of the 7th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Brooklyn Gonzalez will have the delivery. Just 1 swing in the bat could change the tide of this one, as that one's fouled on the ground here for Lisa Solis. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Lisa Solis, no need to be in a hurry at the plate. 1-1 count coming up for Lisa Solis. 15 hits to 7. Lisa Solis looks at that one. Strike number 2 as Brooklyn Lopez takes off the velocity on that one. Goes for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way to Lisa Solis as that one just misses outside for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes here for Lisa Solis. A big pitch on the way. And here it is. Swings on that one, puts that one into play, finds a gap out there in between second and the base path, and she's going to drive in 2. Sydney Norton is going to come in to score, and a 2-run shot there will score. Just 1 run there, so Sydney Norton will come around the base paths there. And Lisa Solis continues her success at the plate, and another single for her name, and now Cara Dillahay will go back on the base paths to run. And the struggle on defense continues, 13-9. With runners on first and second. So Cara Dillahay comes in for the second time here on the inning. As Jalen Trejo in her last plate appearance had that single. So single, 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 walk, double, double, reach off an E6, a walk, and then another single. That has been the summary of the inning. As Jalen Trejo will watch the breaking ball go for strike number 1. Clemens leads by 4 in the top of the 7th. 8 runs have come in, and they're looking to add on to it here, 13-9. 3 errors. 1 was committed by the Mavericks here in the inning as the pitch goes on the outside part of the plate there for strike number 2. As Jalen Trejo has had a productive game all day long, a double and a single. As 2 for 4 is her stat line so far. The pitch on the way here for Jalen Trejo as that one goes outside, just misses for Brooklyn Gonzalez. She thought she had her first out of the inning, and it just misses here, so Jalen Trejo will have another chance here to wait for the pitch. The 1-2 count here all the way for Jalen Trejo. Brooklyn Gonzalez will dig in. Puts that one on the ground there, and that one will stay alive here as Jalen Trejo will run to first just in case. As Kelsey Sample will retrieve her bat here. And Jalen Trejo will have another chance at the plate. Clemens looking to make their first appearance into the area championship since the 2016 season. Clemens hadn't won a playoff game since that 15-16 season where they lost in the area championship, and now the Lady Buffaloes looking to get this sweep over Madison. Two count here on the way. Clemens looking for their 17th hit here. That one goes high for Brooklyn Gonzalez, and this will be the 3rd full count here for Jalen Trejo. This game started at 2 o'clock, closing in on 3 hours if you include the rain delay. Jalen Trejo calling for time. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A big pitch on the way. Last 3-2 counts to Cameron Dunkley, and she was walked on a pitch that just missed outside. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there, and that'll be the first strikeout there for Brooklyn Gonzalez's name. She will strike out Jalen Trejo for the first time this afternoon. Strikeout victims have included Chrislene Moreno and Sydney Norton. And now here comes Kelsey Sample to the plate with 1 away. As Clemens need to find a way to bring home Jillian Jones and Cara Dillahay. Brooklyn Gonzalez got the first out of the inning. Here comes the pitch to Kelsey Sample. That one goes high and outside for ball number 1. Sample here in the top of the 7th. A long inning here. 1-0 count here on the way. That one goes outside for ball number 2. Good eye there by Kelsey Sample. There's no need to swing the bat here for Kelsey Sample. Brooklyn Lopez has missed high and outside for the past few pitches. And now Kelsey Sample saw a pitch that she wanted and fouls that one back, and now it's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. The drizzle has been constant all afternoon. And she'll have the next pitch on the way. 2-1 count here for Brooklyn Gonzalez. The delivery, Kelsey Sample will foul that one out of play and backwards for 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 Sierra Grant at the plate. She had a clutch base hit in her last plate appearance. As now Sample looking to avoid back-to-back strikeouts in the form of Brooklyn Gonzalez. Swing and a miss there for Sample. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gonzalez. So 2 straight strikeouts there by Brooklyn Gonzalez, and here comes Sierra Grant to the plate with 2 away.
Number 7, Sierra Grant, with number 11, Cameron Dunkley on deck for Clemens.
Closing in on the 3-hour mark. Sierra Grant at the plate. Pitch on the way, swinging on that one. As Brooklyn Gonzalez has slowed down the velocity and getting swings and misses out of them. 0-1 count here all the way. Sierra Grant on the game with a ground out walk and a single. As the pitch there just misses outside for ball number 1. So Brooklyn Gonzalez tried to go for 2 straight strikes there on the outside part of the plate, but instead misses that one and evens the count for Sierra Grant. Clemens looking for their 17th hit and finding a way to score in Jillian Jones as that one goes high there. Jones wanted to advance over to third base, as Juliana Cartagena will retrieve that one. So Lightning is in the area here, and we're going to have to take time here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. 2-1 is your count. 2 away, top of the 7th. Runners on first and second. And what a game here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network. You're listening to Game 2 of the UIL playoffs, the Bi-District Championship. We'll be right back. So one back here on the Clemens Broadcasting Network, we're going to have a 30-minute lightning delay. So that will put us at Sierra Grant still at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strikes with 2 away. We got to empty the stadium real quick here. So lightning delay, 30 minutes. We'll hope to be back here in the next 30. But Clemens leads this one 13-9 going into the break. We'll be right back. Well, back here at the Clemens Broadcasting Network. So the end of our broadcast will come to a conclusion right now. They're trying to decide on a continuation for the game at Steele in the next couple minutes, or they will have to play tomorrow's game at 11 a.m. over at NISD, NISD Athletic Complex. And then if Game 3 can be played, it will be played tomorrow at noon for game number 3 of the series. So we'll keep an update on our Twitter and Instagram at SHS_CBN and on our Facebook at SHS.CBN, and give us a like and subscribe to show support for the YouTube channel. So score at the moment, Clemens 13, Madison 9. Top of the 7th inning, Sierra Grant will get us going again. It's a 2-1 count. Thank you for watching, and we'll keep you updated on social media. Have a great night, and go Buffs.